Hello and welcome to the CMY 385 practical course. This will be the pre-practical safety talk for your first experiment where you will cover the synthesis, reactivity and the spectra of tris acetyl acetonato cobalt as well as its derivative, nitrile derivative. So, like I said, welcome to the course. I will be your practical coordinator. So my name is Hendrik. There's my email address. Please use that for any practical related matters. You may correspond with the theory coordinator for any theory related matters. Your study and laboratory guide, you will receive hard copies during the first session, so your first experimental session, and then the soft copies will be available on ClickUp and will be updated as needed. And then what you will need for experiment 1 is you will need to have completed your 3 agreements on ClickUp. You must have completed your pre-practical test for experiment 1. You must have your MSDS sheets and your summary flow diagram, which will all be given marks for before this session. If you do not have these, then you will not be allowed in the lab. Specific points of concern for experiment 1, meaning essentially what can kill you and what won't, is you will synthesize cobalt AC and its nitrated version. Okay, so you need to wear appropriate lab wear, goggles, closed shoes, long pants or dress, and lab coats. You need to remember to work with any and all chemicals in the fume hood at all times. Do not run around with things open to the atmosphere. You will slip, kill someone, breathe, inhale stuff that you don't want to inhale. So please work with all liquids and chemicals in the fume hood, especially volatile liquids. Please do not inhale those. Whenever you add a reagent, add it slowly, specifically things like peroxide, but not infinitely slowly. So, meaning you can add it and see how vigorous the reaction is. And if the reaction is quite okay, then you can start progressively adding more and more until you get to a point where you feel you're no longer in control of the situation. You'll be working with toluene or things like toluene. So that's a carcinogen. So you might get cancer. So please don't drink it, inhale it, spill it on yourself or anything. If you do, please wash with enough water, rinse out your eyes, etc., and contact the on-duty person. You will need to work quickly and effectively for this experiment. So this is by far your most time-constrained practical. So please ensure that you are prepared. And you should not dispose of your products. So they need to go in a polytop and you will receive marks for your products. So that's a very important point. So don't flush your products down the drain. You need to weigh the dried product as well as collect the melting points. So why do I say dry? Because it's going to affect your melting point and your masses. So please ensure that you work with your dried products. And then the collection of the UV vis and IR spectra, there is simply no time for it during the session, so that is provided to you on ClickUp, where you can obtain that. Okay, then that is essentially it. Please come prepared for experiment 1, and we'll see you in the lab.